Here we are. With 4 more races to go, Pingo leads the standings ahead of Ranger and Dino. And hello everybody, welcome to Seaside Sprint, hosted by Seahawks. I'll be your commentator for today, and as we kick things off with Group A, we have Seahawks, the host himself, Kimchi, Tom, Oblivion, Pingo, Angus, AIM, and TC Orphan. It's 5-lap shootout for the qualifiers, and we're off. There's 2 paths, as you see. Seahawks, they're in the lead for the first path, while the second path is pretty clear. Between Tom, Pingo, and Angus, they're in the top 4. Kimchi, who is relatively doing well in the standings, they're not in the top 4 as of yet. As we're on the lap 2, Seahawks, they take the other path, and they're still relatively holding on to their lead. Tom, they're having themselves a pretty good showing as well. In second place, now they're in the lead. Depends on which path you take that can make or break a qualifying group effort. And as Pingo, who is leading the overall standings, they're in 4th, barely holding on. Anything can happen on this course. It could be in first at one moment, just like Tom was. Now they're in second, overtaken by the host of this track. As we're on to the penultimate lap of the first group, Angus in 4th, barely holding out against the rest of the group. And as Seahawks is holding their lead, Tom is trying to make a push. They desperately need it after their first 6 races. And it looks like they will be doing that as they're in first, heading into the final lap. Tom, Seahawks, Pingo, and Angus in the top 4. It's been mostly the same. TC, Kimchi, and the other 2 are trying to make a push, but it's going to take a miracle for them to get past. And as we're into the final stretch, Tom will not win the group. It will be Seahawks in first. Tom in second. They will get a shot in the A lead. Pingo in third. Angus holds on in 4th. Meaning that those out are AMM, Oblivion, Kimchi, and TC. It consists of Ikai, Pesky, Dolphin, Detroit, Ice, Ramen, Rager, and Craziest Cat Side. And away we go. Half the marbles take each side of the field. Who will be in first is Detroit. In first, Ramen in second, Pesky in third, then Dolphin to round out the top 4. The back half of the competition for this group is going to have to do some catching up early. But it's not about how you start, it's about how you finish. Especially given if you pick the faster side of the course, then you'll be in for some good benefits, just like Ramen is, as they're in the lead. With Dolphin in second, Detroit was in first at one point. Now they've gone back into second. It's anybody's game, anybody's race for who wants it more. As we're over halfway through the second group, Ramen maintains the lead while Detroit, Dolphin, and Pesky are trying to catch up. And Detroit, as I say that, they're now in first. With Pesky making moves for second, Ramen in third, then Dolphin to round out the top 4. Ikai, Rager, Ice, and Crazy as are going to have to make some moves if they want this win. Or at least get top 4. It's not about winning the group. I've seen worse. And as Ice finishes the 4th lap, avoiding getting lapped there, Pesky and Detroit, they're battling out for first. Dolphin and Ramen are close behind. But Momokai and Rager, they're looking to try and catch up. And as we start the final lap, Pesky, if things continue with no changes, they will be the winners of this group and advance. But since Detroit took the faster route, they will win the group with Pesky in second. Ramen overtakes Dolphin for third, and the battle between the 4th spot, who will get it? It will be Dolphin, as Momokai, Rager, Craziest Cat's Eye, and Ice are out. Junebug, Baby Mario, Pink Cobalt, Cube, Madman, Steven, Dino, and He Who Made It. Here we are. And away we go. Pink Cobalt takes the quicker path along with Madman and Dino. And Dino was in first. along ahead of is Pink Cobalt, Madman, and Cube to round out the top 4. Cube gets there quicker. As we start the second lap, Dino takes the same path, looking to maintain the momentum. Pink Cobalt and takes the much longer path. Along with them is Madman for that path as well, and Baby Mario. As Dino starts the third lap, he's looking to make some moves, maybe even lap a marble or two, but he takes the left side of the path, so that's not exactly going to be easy. But he's most likely maintaining his lead, because considering that Steven isn't in a good position to qualify, knock on wood. As we start the penultimate map, Dino and Pink Cobalt, they're maintaining the momentum along with Cube and Madman. The top 4 has been pretty much the same throughout this qualifying route. With Maple trying to catch up, it's gonna be a long miracle if they do. And as Dino starts the final lap, some marbles are just now completing their third lap. As we're on to the final lap, Dino holds the lead. Cube in second place. Pink Cobalt in third. Ooh, Maple takes the lead ahead of Madman. It's gonna be huge for Maple. And with how things are looking, Dino will be qualifying for the A-League race alongside his Cube, Pink Cobalt. There's gonna be a tight battle between the 4th spot for Baby Mario, Maple, and Madman. And it will be Madman getting back the spot at the last second, leaving Maple, Baby Mario, Junebug, and Steven to compete in the B-League. As we start things off with the B-League race, who goes out first? Let's see. It's A&M, then Baby Mario, then Maple to round the podium, Kimchi in 4th, Ice in 5th, TC Orphan moves up to 5th, bumps Ice down to 6th. That's the top half so far. And A&M, they're looking for a pretty good showing here. Doesn't matter if it's the B-League or the A-League race, so you've got to put on a strong showing. And despite being in 5th so far, that will not get you points in the smaller league race. And Kimchi climbs up to 5th. Ooh, not bad for that marble. That's the mid package having it was quite a battle. A&M holds the lead, with Maple looking to give them quite a challenge. Ooh, but they take the left side. That's not exactly going to be easy for them. Baby Mario, on the other hand, they're in a pretty good position for second, unless Maple makes a quick move. But they don't. So Baby Mario and A&M hold out the top 2. Rager moves up to... Ooh, Maple got there just in time, preventing Rager from taking 3rd. Then it's TC Orphan and Ice to hold out the top half. Most of the top half has been rather the same so far. No significant overtakes yet. A&M still in the lead. Unless Baby Mario can make a change, they do not. A&M in 1st, Maple, they get back in the 2nd. Looking to get out of the lead of things. TC Orphan out of nowhere into 3rd. Baby Mario, they're making moves in the 4th, or dropping the 4th. Rager in 5th, and then it's Tinky to close out the top half. We really haven't seen marbles like Ikai and Junebug in the top half of this race, as we're only 5 laps in. And as things mostly remain the same, TC Orphan overtakes for 2nd. As we're on to the penultimate lap. A&M, they're doing pretty well this race. They have been in 1st from mostly start to finish, and it's what they need if they want to keep up in the standing. And as Steven finishes another lap, we're one step closer to the final lap of Seaside Sprint. This track is pretty unique. One side of the course can take the longer path, or go for the shortcut and give yourself a pretty good benefit. As we start the final lap, Maple has dropped to 5th. Wow. A&M is still in the lead. Rager, who is high up in the overall standings, they're in 2nd place. Then it's TC Orphan for the B-League Bronze. And as we're one step closer, who will take the final spot? It will be A&M in 1st, Rager in 2nd, TC Orphan finishes in 3rd, and then Maple finishes in the final spot where you can at least score points. Baby Mario in 5th. Ice closes out the top half. Then it's Kimchi. Then Steven in 8th. 9th is Junebug. 10th is Craziest Cat's Eye. Then Momokai finishes in 11th. Now we're on to the A race, where Pingo is English, and they have a pretty good chance at extending their lead with Rager being in the B-League race. And as this thing started off, Ramen is in the lead, Tom in 2nd, they're looking for a pretty strong race, Madman in 3rd, then Pink Cobalt, then Dolphin, and Detroit to close out top half. It's going to be a pretty interesting challenge for these marbles. As we start the 2nd lap, Ramen takes the other path, and Tom is in the lead. Who would have thought? Tom definitely needs this, given their first 6 races weren't exactly the best. But hey, anything's still possible for that marble. As we head on to the 3rd lap, Tom, it looks like they are the ones taking the left side, and Ramen will be taking the right, giving them a pretty good chance. Most of the top half has remained rather steady. Ramen is back in the lead. Tom is in 2nd. King Cobalt, they're looking at the challenge for 3rd, but Madman catches up to them, and they're in the podium race for now. Then it's Dolphin and Detroit holding out for top half. The rest of the field, it's a pretty tight battle for the mid-pack. While Ramen, they're in a pretty comfortable position. Pingo, on the other hand, they're not doing so hot. Given that they are leading overall, this could easily benefit the Marbles trying to catch up to Pingo. And Tom is back in the lead. I repeat, Tom is back in the lead, looking for their first win of the season. Ramen holding out for podium. Dolphin in 3rd. Detroit has dropped off the top half, giving it to Seahawks, who's now in 5th. With Pink Cobalt closing out the top half. This is a pretty good race so far. Halfway through this course, and Tom is keeping their momentum. 5 laps in. This is actually a pretty good race. Overtakes left and right. Such great battling. Who will come out on top? It will definitely not be Pingo, that's for sure. No offense. But anyway, Tom, they're taking the right paths, making the right moves, making sure nothing happens to them in this race. And as Ramen is giving them a great challenge for the top spot, Dolphin in 3rd, Madman, Pink Cobalt, and Detroit, they're pretty close to each other for 4th through 6th. It's any Marbles game here. And if things are looking to continue this way, Tom will get a much needed win. As we're heading on to the penultimate lap. And as most of the marbles are taking the left side, which is surprising, Pink Cobalt is now in podium ring, dropping Ramen to 4th, who was when they were in the top 2 for most of this race. Madman in 5th, Detroit, they're in 6th, and here's where we might have a lap marble. Is that Seahawks? Could be. Who knows? Anyway, as Detroit and Madman are having themselves a pretty good battle for the 5th and 6th spots. Madman comes up to 4th. Ramen, they're up all the way to 5th. And Tom and Pink Cobalt are having a tight battle for the first spot in this final lap. And if things continue to be this way, Tom will get their first win of the season. Much deserved. And they do. Tom Massacre has won at Seaside Sprint. Strong showing for that marble. Dolphin takes 2nd. Pink Cobalt in 3rd. Ramen gets the 4th. Seahawks in 5th actually. Madman holds out to 6th. And Detroit, who was in the top half for most of this race, for a good portion, drops to 7th. Then it's Pesky, Cube, Angus, and Pingo. Dino, on the other hand, they got lapped. Wow. And as we take a look at the overall standings, Tom, who was at one point before this race, with a much needed win here. And look at the overall standings. Pingo still is in 1st, with Dolphin in 2nd, Rager in 3rd. They're 2 points behind in 4th with 37. Dino and Detroit both at 33. Then it's Angus, Seahawks, Ice, and Pesky to close out the top 10. See you next time at Tom Highway, hosted by our race winner here, Tom Asipar.